When the conversation dies but you still want to talk to them. That's crazy. I know, right? What brand is your microwave? Bro, what? When someone explains something to you 3 times and you still have no idea what's going on. When someone is still interested in me after the first 2 weeks. In case you haven't noticed, I'm weird. When you can't even get past the tutorial. Meeting someone for the first time, them telling me their name. Not hearing what it is, because I am too focused on saying mine back. My body after doing absolutely nothing all day. 11 p.m. If I go to sleep now, I'll have a solid 8 hours. 3 a.m. According to this quiz, if I were a kitchen appliance, I'd be a toaster. Good to know. If you think my jokes are bad, you should see some of my life choices. When you notice a typo immediately after you hit send, anyone tells me their name. Me, 30 seconds later. And your name is Van Driver after he captured 1,000 kids and unlocked the golden skin. Me, before going to bed, telling myself I'll wake up early to exercise when no one believed you. But it turns out you were right. That feeling when you finish a really good book or TV show. Me all ready for another exciting day in the living room. Forgetting your headphones at home is the modern equivalent of leaving your sword behind in medieval times. Vintage Tupperware footbath, meat defroster, puke bucket, potato salad, popcorn bowl. When you wake up from a crazy good nap, me looking for the perfect song to start cleaning the house. How can I transfer money that is in my mind to my bank account? Sometimes I wonder if anyone in this world has ever finished an eraser. Then I saved our entire bloodline because I locked in. How I feel after texting politely to someone who was rude to me. Me still processing 2021. 2025 in 6 weeks. Me giving advice. Me dealing with my own problems. Me worrying that there's actually nothing wrong with my brain and I just kind of suck at being a person. Me when I am blasting music on full volume through my headphones. Also me when I am surrounded by loud noises. I do not need a grocery list. Me at the grocery store. When you have a lot to say but silence is the best option. Who is allowed to show up to your house unannounced? UPS, FedEx, and Amazon. Me trying not to tell someone what I got for them for Christmas. When your room is freezing but you still need some fresh air. Nobody. Me trying to wash a spoon. My cooking. Tasteless food. Salt. Adulting is being excited to just go home and go to bed. When you realize you have been reading with your eyes, but not your brain for the last 3 pages. Sadness leaving my body as soon as I have money. Me deleting spam emails I get every week instead of taking 2 seconds to unsubscribe. It ain't much, but it is honest work. How our parents found me, according to my older brother, when you buy air but half of the bag is filled with chips. Me trying not to move an inch when the bus driver applies a sudden brake, so people around me think I am strong. Me with a blocked nose thinking about all the great times I had with an unblocked nose. Wait, before we go in, do I look high? Me showing the new person at work how to do things I don't even know how to do myself. When certain people call my phone and I'm waiting for it to stop ringing so I could use my phone again. Coach, show them how fierce our team is. Me for the entire day. Me at 3 a.m. for some reason. Class. Today we'll talk about introverted people with no desire to socialize whatsoever, who spend half of their free time browsing an app, hoping it'll make them feel better. Be me, cybersecurity analyst. Make 6-figure salary. Tell ladies I make a 6-figure salary. They ask for my name and phone number. I'm too smart to give out my personal information. Getting in the shower. Being in the shower. Getting out of the shower. Me, a non-native speaker after learning English for more than 10 years, only to see native speakers confuse with two, and two parents. Our kid is a teenager now. I'm afraid soon he's going to be having sex, drinking, and going to parties. Me in 20s. I wish I was the monster you think I am. Good news, Singapore Airlines will pay staff a bonus worth 8 months' salary after record $5.1 billion profit. Meanwhile, in America, driving at night with astigmatism. Wait, is this not what it looks like to everyone else? I'm being serious. Always wanted to pull out one of these and leave the house mysteriously. Not when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. Me in court. Your Honor, I would like to plead guilty as well as request the death penalty. Judge. This is a parking ticket. 3 sec after locking the door. Me. Did I lock the door? My brain. When she goes through your DMs to catch you cheating, but all she finds is girls rejecting you. Boys make 3 friends at 15, and decide that's enough socializing for the whole life. When a car lets you cross, so you hit one of these. You might be old, but are you this old? I miss high school. I still talk to the people I graduated with. Best 4 years of my life. Can't relate. Me at my room for no reason. 9-year-old me adjusting the time and date of my phone so that I could get the daily rewards of the game instantly. People. Death is not the end. Me. There's more. My will to live. It's blank. Yeah, breakups hurt, but have you ever come across a meme that you would have sent to a person you don't talk to anymore? When you're tired and it's bedtime but you can't sleep, but you also have no energy to do anything. Me. Sees a cat. Me. Okay, time for me to bother this animal. Me looking at my girlfriend's mustache while she tells me her problems. I miss the brain that can understand this. Can't believe there was actually a time in my life when I could solve this. When you suddenly disappear from everyone's life and no one even misses you enough to reach out and see if you're okay, and you realize you've had no meaningful impact on anyone else's life. Me. More reasons to hate me. People who already hate me. What is the most boomer complaint you have? How the hell we go from 20 episodes every 6 months to 8 episodes a year? Stop making me wait 2 years for 8 episodes. They're TV shows, not movies. Me. Yes, I am still young. My spine. I said we old today. When you learn your mask is so effective that others can't tell you've been on the brink of mental breakdown for a month.